I have with me Walter Linder, the German ambassador to India. Sir, thank you for speaking to CNN News 18. Now that there's a new tripartite government in Germany, what does it really mean for Indo-German relations?
Well, you see, the German relations are good, whatever government is there. Whatever government is in India and whatever government is in Germany. Because it's interest-based, we are both democracies and we have a lot of things in common. So, of course, there was a very close relationship between your Prime Minister and Chancellor Merkel for 16 years. But it will also continue with now our Chancellor Scholz, as well as it was before you had your Prime Minister there and there was another government. So this is independent from the governments which we have. But of course, I'm looking forward to a renewed collaboration between Prime Minister Modi and then our Chancellor Scholz.
So what will be the fields of renewed cooperation and what is the emphasis that the new government will lay on climate change?
Well, the cooperation fields are manifold. They go from economic relations. We have more than 2,000 companies here. A lot of them are in Pune or in Mumbai, but also in Bangalore and in Hyderabad and then in Ahmedabad. So we have economic relations. We have political relations where we work together with India in Afghanistan, in international peacekeeping missions, in the United Nations to reform the Security Council. And then we have student exchange programs. We have the 29,000 Indian students in Germany, which is the highest number of Indian students in Europe, more than in the UK and more than in any other countries. We have scientific cooperation, we have economic development cooperation, over 1 billion euro every year. We have sport cooperation, we have research cooperation. So there's a lot of cooperation. Now, of course, given the climate change urgency and given the situation after the negotiations in the COP in Glasgow, we put a lot of emphasis in India also on reducing our CO2 emissions, and we have also set time frames for that. And we help India to achieve them, and we cooperate very closely with India. So climate will be, and a greener future and a cleaner planet will be very high on the agenda.
So you are in Maharashtra. Mumbai is the capital of Maharashtra. We've seen that with respect to all climate change issues as well, Maharashtra has been at the forefront. Is there going to be any special talks with the Maharashtra government with respect to any collaboration for green energy?
We do already, because we have in our economic cooperation and in our development cooperation, we cooperate with many, not only with the central government, but also with a lot of states. So we have projects in almost every state of the 28 states. So be it metros in Nagpur or here in Mumbai or in Kerala or in Bhubaneswar or in other places. We do solar panel supporting, we do last mile connectivity supporting, which is battery driven rickshaws. So there's a lot of things going on also in Maharashtra, so we will just intensify it.
One of the primary areas of interest for Germany is to attract film industry to Germany for shooting. Is there any talk that is going to happen, A, with the film industry and B, with the government in order to set up any cells for facilitation of films in Germany?
Yeah, we'll meet tomorrow some Bollywood film producers. Last time I met actors, so we are very interested in intensifying the cooperation. And I noticed that many location scouters sort of leave out Germany, or we will. Well, sometimes they use Berlin, others, but there are so many wonderful places there. So I would recommend the location scouters to open the eyes in Germany also, and not just go to Paris and to London and to Budapest and these places, which are beautiful places, but diversified. You have a lot of places. So we see what we can do to make it more attractive, apart from providing the landscapes and the backdrops, but also to see what we can do in cooperation, intensifying cooperation between film academies and make it life easier for film teams which come. So there's a lot we can do, and we do already.
One last question is with respect to heritage and heritage protection. You particularly seem more interested in this aspect. How will your involvement be now that you are in Mumbai? What are the heritage structures you have visited, and what's your plan?
You see, wherever I go, when I travel a lot, I also try to visit heritage, cultural heritage locations. And there are wonderful, wonderful things in this country. The point is, too many. How you get the money for, restoring all of this. Now, since I'm here, I also wanted to see what can be done here, where can we intensify the cooperation here and help the state and the government and the mayor to renovate some beautiful sites here, because there are already a lot of things going on, synagogues, libraries, be it Bauhaus architecture or be it Victorian architecture, and any kind of buildings or parks or whatever, what we can do. And so I got a good overview. We will now find out a list and see of options, what we can do and where we could intensify it. We do it already in quite some places, and so we might maybe also extend it to Maharashtra.
You had a meeting with the Dabbawalas of Mumbai, and you said you came out mighty impressed. What is it that has impressed you about the Dabbawalas?
Well, you see, it impressed me as much as it does the Guinness Book of Records, because they think this is the most sophisticated system and simple system of logistics. All the Amazons, they should learn from it, because they tell me it's zero missing rate. So whatever is ordered in the morning gets there at noontime, and the same pot gets back home. Zero missing rate. So Amazon has missing rates, and we all have DHL and every, how do they do it? And simple color coding, and this is, and so I was impressed, because they were simple people, but engaged and enthusiastic, and they do their job, and in the evening they are proud that they have delivered everything. So I was really flabbergasted, and was happy to meet them.
Thank you. On that note, thank you for your time and for speaking to CNN News 18. This was Vinaya Deshpande with Nitin Sonavne in Mumbai.